Welcome to the Galactic. Welcome to the Galactic Seabass Podcast. All right, thanks for being here today, everybody. What's up? My name is Sebastian Seabass Fowler, and this is episode 97 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. My name's Sebastian. My friends call me Seabass. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you very much. God bless you. Rock and roll. How are you? What's going on? I know I've had a crazy week, and I am still be alive. Today is June 5th, 2025. And by golly, we are still coming down from BMX across America. That was one heck of an expedition. I'm very grateful to still be kicking, literally, figuratively. It's good to be alive. Oof, that was definitely that was tough, dude. That was like pretty gnarly. And I'm very grateful to still be able to be a person and be out there exploring things, having new opportunities presented in front of me, and having my chance to, take chances, try to accomplish new challenges. It's interesting. It's neat. It's fun. It's just, one of those things, just being a human being. So thank you all so much for being humans weighing into this episode. You guys are freaking great, and I love you so much. I can't tell you how much it means for you guys to be here. This was a one heck of an expedition. I rode a BMX bicycle from State to New York City. It took 80 days. I went through Austin, Texas, got on Kill Tony. Just happened to be the very first Netflix Kill Tony ever. Insane. It was so cool. I have so many fun stories from just that whole night in itself. It was nuts. I just can't believe that it worked out the way it did. It's unbelievable. So thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in, and say that you guys rock. I love you so much. God bless America. Rock and roll. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box down below or on the side, wherever it is in your vicinity. And I will be sure to answer any questions, or, if you guys need advice on something, ask me, and I'll probably give you an interesting amount of advice, or not amount, but display of, therefore. So, and all that, etc. If so, facto. Oh man. All right. This is the beginning of today's brain ramble. First off, let's give a big shout out to John Underhill, my buddy who I had the pleasure of hanging out with in Austin, Texas, while I was at the halfway point. He was at the halfway point as well, because he is currently skateboarding from North Carolina down to Florida, all the way to Austin, all the way to Los Angeles, California. And the dude is about to be in Monterey. Like, he is right there. And I was going to go up there today, honestly, and go try to track him down. The whole thing is John has no cell. So it's very interesting to be able to meet up with that guy, because you have to take a crazy approach. He has to use Wi-Fi or like give you an address, and he's very kind of just independent, and he's very real and raw, and I love John. He's the best. Go follow him at John Underhill on Instagram and Facebook. That's my boy, and he'll be getting to Venice tomorrow he will literally be in Venice. He'll be done. So we're driving up to Venice to go congratulate him at the finish line. I'm so excited about that. It's my boy. Congratulations, John. You earned it. And it was kind of funny. There was nobody at the finish line when I got to New York. It was my buddy Tony, who I went there with, and then that, and a little underwhelming, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Also, I wonder how this sounds, because I'm using AirPods for the first time. These were a gift from Louisville. I just want to see if the sound works. There it is. So we have sound. Affirmative. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Feel free to tune in, say something in that box if you guys are feeling spicy. You want to say what's up? We're here. We're live. It's a Thursday. We're actually filming this on a Thursday. I'm trying to get back into the Oof, back into the realm of doing my podcast on time. So that's pretty fun. I thought I was going to do podcasts all throughout the trip. Altogether, it took 80 days, so I missed 11 episodes. So we're 11 episodes behind, but I'm catch up in the next year or half a year or whatever. I did do a couple other cool podcasts while I was on the road. I did an episode with Brant Moore, so go check that out if you're into BMX stuff. Also did a podcast with Rick Thorne. That's coming out soon. Drove up to LA for that. And that was super fun. He signed my freaking copy of American Wasteland. I haven't talked about that last week. I don't remember exactly what we got into. I did some comedy this week. As of last night, I've done 99 stand-up sets. So one more, and we're at a clean 700, which is pretty sick. That's very exciting. Very grateful. I don't know, man. It's just like you just keep doing comedy. I'm starting to kind of get back into like the muscle memory of getting on stage and doing it in my own sense and having my own style up there. Um, I've just been really trying to get that back. You know, I had all this motivation to get this crazy trip done, and now it's been hard to like do the dishes. So stupid. It just like it's mundane, but the lack of adrenaline is definitely a little bit different than the last 2 months of straight adrenaline pumping into every gland I have. It was an amazing journey, and I'm glad to be alive. It was just extreme to the max. And so now, just in kind of the dullness of regular day to day reality or the default world, it's definitely a little bit slower, and I'm trying to find my way back into the groove. So I've been staring at all these packages I sent home from throughout the trip. I had all these different cities of stuff, like extra stuff in my backpack. I was like, oh, I'll send this home and then I'll deal with it then. So now I'm dealing with it, and I have 9 packages. God knows what's in them. But I knew that I had a back from when I started the trip. I really wanted to put a free coaster on my other freestyle bike, you know, not the tour bike. I like the way the tour bike is set up. I don't really want to change anything. That way I can just go cruise it around town. Um, Feels really good. You could ride that thing forever. I love the way it's set up and I don't want to change it. That's the bike road across America. So that's amazing. But I wanted to get my other bike so I can go to the skate park and do tricks. Like I've been home like 2 weeks or something. I have not gone park and my body misses it. So um I did a little work today. I got my hands greasy and I got, you know, some tires swapped and some tubes swapped and oiled everything up. And, you know, the front wheel is still janky on my other bike because it's just been rusting outside for 3 months. But by golly, that thing rolled and it feels good. It's bouncing. So right after this episode's over, I get to go to the skate park and go have some fun. Go do a 180 or something. I did it outside. It felt amazing. Excuse me. And then I realized my chain was loose, so I tightened it, trying not to just be um I don't want to procrastinate anymore, you know, just get it done. There's no excuse. It only takes a couple seconds, like just make it happen. And you can use that for pretty much any aspect of your life. So, Dark Hills, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Appreciate you. Oh, gee, you were here before the whole trip. And I've been working on these YouTube videos. I got some really cool stuff coming, guys. Right now in the lineup, I got about 2 hours. Um, and that's San Diego to Phoenix. So this will be part series: San Diego to Phoenix, Phoenix to Austin, Austin to New York City, and those will come out in chronological order. Not doing some Star Wars nonsense on this thing, and that's pretty much it. So be on the lookout for those. Those are coming. Be excited. Beware. And yeah, dude, we're out here. We're doing this thing. I think a couple hours earlier today, Elon Musk did that Trump was on the Epstein list, and that's why they haven't released it. So I don't know what kind of weird, chaotic breakup they had over there at the White House, but they're definitely making it public when they should probably keep it under the covers. It's just like, okay, guys, I thought, why can't we be friends? Oh my gosh, he's about to go take hits and go to space to go cry. Oh man, whatever. I don't know what's up with like being a billionaire. That sounds like way too much pressure. I am any day. So one day we'll try to find ourselves a way to make $1 million. Today is probably not that day. Today is going to be a day of making a couple dollars, hopefully. I want to get back out some ride shares, just to make a little bit of extra cash. I'm driving up to Venice tomorrow. If you guys would like to help support me, just with a couple extra bucks, I got a couple links down in my description. Also, big thing, I'm still to take the money to get these bikes for these kids. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I got a couple things in the works. So I also had some ideas how I would actually get it done. And I think I might just start doing the bikes one at a time. So if you want to donate to get 100 kids bicycles all over America in some regard, some fashion, at some point in time, there is a link to my GoFundMe. That's GoFundMe.com/BMX Across America. Check it out. And this morning I woke up, like first thing, I talked to a news reporter in England. It was so funny because I checked my email and he was like, yeah, like, can we talk at like 5 o'clock? And I'm like, okay, that's read the end of the email. He's like, that's about 9 a.m. your time. It's like, it's the first thing I did today. I just talked to some news agency over in England, and they're pretty stoked. The guys seem to be hyped on BMX. So I don't know what public syndication that is, but I guess they're going to run like a little story. And yeah, that guy's name was James. So thank you to James over at the where you work. Also, big shout out to Caroline over at Cycling Weekly magazine because they did an article about me. This is so crazy. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So I'm going to go to Sing, which I spelled wrong somehow, weekly.com. Is that it? Yep, there it is, cyclingweekly.com. And somebody in the comments said if I search BMX, it pop up. So I've now searched BMX. Hey, there I am. So it's me. And the second one says I almost fell through the window. BMX cyclist pulls off audacious cardboard bed test. Oh, that's pretty funny. Oh, he tried to bunny hop on the bed? That's insane. So mine says the title of my article is "It's a terrible idea and it's really hard. Comedian becomes the first person to cross coast to coast on a BMX bike" by Carolyn Desendorf. I hope I didn't say that wrong. Sebastian Fowler covered 3,333 miles across 11 states in 8 pedaling a 20-inch BMX bike loaded with 27 kilos of gear. And there's a picture of me. Image credit me by Caroline Desendorf, published 3 weeks ago. Most people train to ride across the United States. I read that really weird. Most people train to ride across the United States. They spend many months preparing and thousands of dollars on gear to comfortably tackle the 5,000-kilometer journey. But Sebastian Fowler isn't like the 31-year-old stand-up comedian is currently making his way from San Diego, California to New York on his BMX bike. He's not in it for the bragging rights, the fitness, or the self-discovery. He's pedaling the 3,383 miles as part of a cross-country comedy tour. And while he's at it, he's raising funds to get more kids on BMX bikes. You might laugh at this, Fowler said, but when I thought about riding across America, I 3,000 miles. So I rode my bike downtown from my house in Ocean Beach to downtown San Diego. That was about 10 miles. And I thought if I do that 300 times, that's the whole trip. And that's the mentality I went into this. Yep, that's pretty much it. That's what I said. That's what I did. Um, oh my gosh, yeah, that was pretty cool. So check it out. There's a great little series of readings and articles. I got pictures of me with the cops. I got see how they end this thing. When I was 14, my dad passed away, and without my bike, there isn't a chance I would be the man I am today. I shared on my GoFundMe page explaining that the bike gave him the ability to express himself in his own way. I just had this idea that if I could get some bikes for some kids, it would change their idea of what's possible, I explained. Every time I was able to bicycle, it was kind of game changing, and that led to all the opportunities I've had since. Never let anybody tell you that you can't do it. If you have an idea and give 100%, 110% and believe in it with all your heart, then anything is possible. There's nothing you can't do. And I'm a firm 100% believer in that. Boom. Nice. That's pretty cool. That's me. Hi, I'm the guy. Oh, it feels good to be home. That is pretty neat. I'm not going to lie. So thanks for being here today on episode 97 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. I am Seabass, and we're here. We're in Ocean Beach. We're live. I was on Kill Tony, the first ever Netflix episode. I love this book. Bonesaw hit me up, and he said he wanted to make me a seat, and that sounds like the coolest thing ever. So if that happens, I will be hyped beyond belief. I got my bike rolling, so as soon as I end this episode, I can go ride it. Use these headphones, play some music, and go do some feebles. That sounds cool. Then tomorrow we'll take off early. We'll drive to LA, try to go find John before he gets to the finish line, and for a little bit, do a little pedaling. And I don't know if he's coming down to San Diego, because I just found out, like, right now on Instagram that tomorrow Lil Wayne is having a look-alike, and he's having a skateboard meet and greet. I don't know if it's a contest thing, but it's at the Venice Beach skate park. So John will for sure be in Venice for like 2 days. I had him come stay with me. He said he has to go back to Phoenix to like film some footage. This dude is relentless. He does not stop. And I love that. So big again, congratulations to my brother John Underhill. You're a legend. Been a pleasure journey. Dude, I swear, I know he's talked about this before, but he almost died that night in Austin. Like, it was just an all situations went wrong so fast kind of thing, or all circumstances wrong kind of situation. He just passed mid sentence at 4 a.m. from exhaustion. Like, yeah, you know, I was there, and then fell forward and did on a mattress, which is great because we're in our room for the night. Except for he hits the mattress and then bounces and does a body varial 180, starts coming down backwards towards the floor, and whiplash slaps his freaking head right on the back of his head. He starts going like just a scary noise. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, this is not good. So I used to be a CNA, and it was, CNA prop his airway because he was like this. So I propped him up to get his neck out the right direction. He's still making these noises like it's like this gargly kind of snort. It's freaky. And dude's knocked out. He's not breathing right. And I'm like, all right, I got to give him CPR, bro. I have to do it. And so I literally plug his nose, and I'm leaning in to give him CPR. I don't want to do it, but it's my boy. I'm not going to let him die. So as I swear, I was like 2 inches. Some movie level comedian, like when the dude's coming down, he wakes up like, no, 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 no. But instead, he opens his eyes from like, and goes, ah! What happened? And I'm like, oh, you died. You bonked your noggin so hard, you died. You have a concussion. You can't go to bed anymore. Excuse me. So I had to stay up with him for like 2, 3 more hours, as long as I could physically keep my eyes open. Just, are you dead? No? All right. Stay that way. So that's my boy. And I don't know what his plan is, but I'm just really proud of him and can't believe we were able to share that experience. The dude skateboarded across America in, I guess it'll be 130 days. 130 days, which is so crazy. Because apparently, I'm going to give John his flowers first before I start ripping on people. Congrats, John. You're a legend. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to have some kind of little California adventure with you tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to get into, but all I know is I do not have enough room on my phone right now for me to basically like update anything. I can't. I'm at the critical point in mass of storage of things on my phone where I have to eliminate some things, or I can't take any more videos. and I want to get some content for when I drive up to LA tomorrow when I go find John. So I need to clear out a couple gigs, and that's why I want to do this episode now during the day and just get all my chores done. That way I'm ready to ride and hang out, get the things done that I need to, pay my bills, make sure that we're working. I got t-shirt ideas coming out soon too, so I got some t-shirts uh, that will be available. So keep your eyes open for those. That sounds pretty sweet. Excuse me. Yeah, we're about 20 minutes into episode 97. It's good to be here, man. I'm so grateful to be able to be making these videos. I think it's been almost 10 years. Um, I think I dropped my first YouTube video in 2016 channel. I've been making videos before that on my old channel for a couple of years, and I kind of stopped doing that. It's just my name. And then this entity sort of came into existence, and I wasn't sure what I was doing for a long time. Just videos and how-tos and art videos and vlogs and just all kinds of crazy. You can go look through my feed. There's some random stuff in here, but we've had some adventures over the years, and there have been some really fun times. So just almost 100 episodes into the podcast. That is so crazy. Our centennial podcast will be coming up at the end of June. What a trip. So thank you all for the support. 100 episodes. That's so nuts. I've had a lot of cool guests on over the years, and I don't know who's going to be on in the future, but by golly, we'll meet them and we'll make some stuff happen, dude. It's pretty cool. A bunch of my homies are doing sets in Tucson tomorrow and Saturday. And it's really funny because I developed a pretty large connection in Tucson, so they probably could have sold a lot more tickets if they had invited your boy. I'll bring that up next time. Maybe I'll just make my own show. Try to get something booked out there. It sounds fun. Yeah, man, I can't believe John did his trip. So when he gets to Venice tomorrow, he'll have gone in 130 days on a skateboard. And apparently, Jay and Oreo did it in 76 days. So I guess John's just really slow. Or Jay and Oreo full of shit. Not to mention, they're nothing compared to that amazing, miraculous, superhuman Chad Caruso. He went across the country in 57 days. Neat. Without ever taking a rest day. Not even one. Oh, man. And he never, ever did less than 50 miles on any day, ever. Any given day at all. Never did less than 50. Because he's animal like that. Or he's full of shit. There's two options. Oh, it was so cool. Yeah, and I don't want to put words in John's mouth, but you guys suck. I think Oreo's pretty cool. I think Jay is calling the shots. Oreo's just kicking in the back, like, do we have to? He's like, yeah, we're doing it like this. Don't trust anybody in a bedazzled Jesus. That's just asking for trouble. This dude is the Joel Olstein of skateboarding. It's pretty nuts. Oh man, it's good to be here. I'll just do a collapse real quick just to make it fun. We'll just kind of ease out of that segment. I've had a lot of animosity towards those fellas over the last, couple months, just thinking about it all day. Like, how in the heck did you in what? What? And so I don't know. It's just like starting to feel it. There was a point in time where it really kind of started to grow on me. If you go, Mr. J Films, you go check out his day 50. The man claims he rode 118 miles in a skateboard in a single day, which is incredible. I would just love to see some evidence. If you watch the video, he's going like 4 miles an hour on this super chunky, rugged road with no tailwind in a suburban area. It's like, dude, there's no way. Every time I ever cleared 100, I did it 3 times in 3 months. I did it 3 times, and it took getting up super early in the morning and riding all into the evening super late and taking the highway, taking illegal routes that you're not actually like uh allowed to take. That was the only way. I had to fight. I had to fight all my might to barely clear that. And they're pulling 118 without even trying. So it's like, yeah, dude, you guys are some chunky monkeys. Yeah, dude, no, Chad's the worst. I really think he's like the worst guy. So, um, I don't know. Plus, they never had backpacks. It was like, yeah, like this little. It's like they're like wearing this on their back, essentially. That's pretty much what it was. Uh, You're telling me you've got camp gear, electrolytes, water, food, batteries, ways to charge your stuff, electronics, your clothes, like whatever necessities you need, your toothbrush. That is in that little backpack, or is there a car like either behind you, ahead of you? See, my theory is that they would be in the car and then they would get out of the car and the guy drive up like a couple miles or whatever and then wait for them. And then while they're on their way doing that, so they're technically skating, like they can get all the content, like, hey, we're here, check it out, blah, blah, blah. And then they get back in the car and I never saw them deal with rain. You never saw them deal with hail or like heavy super winds, never, no dust storms, no nothing. They never had a problem ever. It was just like, every day is great. Every day is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Yeah, because they're part of a team. It's like, I didn't have a team. I had me and people I met along the way, but it was never like a guy in a car, like, beep, beep, you good? You got air pressure? Like, oh, for so many times I was so lonely and I would just be like desperate for a human connection. Uh, so it feels good to know I made it through it. But yeah, that took a toll on my mind, bro. Like I'm mentally scarred from that trip. There's some heavy, heavy challenges I had to conquer, and I'm very proud that I was able to make it through it. Yeah, there's no way though. So shouts out to John for being real, and the other three guys can go eat it. And then I know there's other people that have done similar things like cross, but I don't know a lot about those people. I just wanted to be a comedian. And I figured this is a really crazy way to do it, but I think it might work. So here we are. And I was on Kill Tony. Probably one of the only guys to ever ride a bike to Kill Tony. At least like from another state, for sure. I know they've had thousands and thousands of bucket pulls. I'd be willing to bet money one of, if not the only person who's ridden a bicycle from another state for the chance to get on the show. I know people have probably ridden in town or in the borders of Texas or California, where it was respectively. Like, you else to LA or 30 miles to Texas. Like, yeah, it'd be cool. But nah, dude, I did like 1,800 miles to get to Kill Tony, bro. Just for the chance, just for a chance. Like, it's nuts. It's unbelievable. I don't know what to make of it. I feel blessed. I really do. Like somebody was watching over me that day and it just all worked out so swimmingly. I can't believe it. So thank you guys so much for being a part of that journey. And I wasn't making any podcasts while I was on the road, but um, I was making content. So, rest assured, I made some videos and I worked really hard on them. It was mentally draining to, be on the highway and have to film just like, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm out here on the highway. We're dying. It's really windy and cold. I'll see you later. Like, it's exhausting. Um, but you get it done, and then now that it's over, I can actually look back on all that stuff and be like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was a crazy day. Even just the first 11. I took 11 days for Chris and I to get Phoenix. So, um, Lord knows everything that happened after that. And then, from Phoenix to that would have been day 35 that I got to Austin. And I didn't leave till like day 41 or something. Excuse me. So, like, for 30 days, that's the next episode. So, the first episode is 11 days. The second episode is 30 days. And then the last episode is about 50 days. So, I might do a part 3, part 1, and a part 3, part 2. Oh, that's funny. I don't know. Might end up being a lot bigger than I'm imagining, but who knows? That's what she said. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're out here. I don't know what I'm talking about. I watched some movies this week again. I didn't write them down. I really should have. Did I see anything that comes to mind that really speaks to me? Um, mm, can't really think of it. Uh, done a lot of doom scrolling this week, that's for sure. Done a lot of so that needs to change. Can't be doing that anymore. It's too much. Doom scrolling is like the most useless thing ever. It's so easy to do. Just sit and scroll for hours and hours. I'll just do it till my phone dies. I go plug it and switch over to the laptop, watch shorts for a while, and the phone's charged. Like, all right, cool. Go back to real. And if you get like if you find yourself in the TikTok rabbit holes, bro, you're done. You're there's no getting out of it. I can't believe we allow children to use that. We are warping the brains of our next generation to the point of no return. And I love these crazy AIs that are coming out. There's so many nutty ones. It's a great place to watch. Like you can slowly see our entire system collapsing before our very eyes. It's kind of interesting to watch. It's very surreal. Like, oh, is this right? Shouldn't we be like freaking out kinda? This is bad, right? But here we are, man. We're doing it. Oh, just one day at a time. That's literally all we can do. So thanks for being here on the Galactic Seabass channel. My name is Seabass. I'm your host now, forever and always. And it's just good to be a human being. I played some drums this weekend. The drums went. It was sick. Friday, we did like $100 or something, which is super cool. And then Sunday, made almost like $400 playing drums. It was freaking sick. I worked really hard for like 8, 9 hours. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it was like 5, 6 hours, but it feels like forever. My back is always so toast by the end of one of those little sessions. But a lot of people were really nice, and a lot of people were like, "Hey, well, good to have you." And somebody gave me this really cool piece of obsidian. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it's really neat. I like it a lot. So, um, thank you to the people of Ocean Beach for allowing me to sing in our beautiful little town. You know, to support me in my artistic endeavors, whether it be my stand-up comedy or my music or my videos or my art or um, whatever. I do a lot of stuff, my photographs, out of stuff here. I'm just grateful. I really am. I don't know what to say. I couldn't do this without you, that's for sure. So it's pretty neat. And, you know, if you guys ever want to get with this project, feel free to send me an email at galacticseabass@gmail.com. If you got any questions or advice, or you want to have me say something out loud to everybody, like I've been asking for years for someone to email a podcast, like send me some kind of like, hey, my girlfriend and I just broke up and I need some help, or like I don't know, let me like take a crack at it. Just give me a chance, Captain. Put me in, Coach. I can do it if you just give me the chance. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is we're 35 minutes into this bad boy. Yeah, tomorrow morning, waking up super early, going to Los Angeles, going to go find Johnny Boy, go watch him get to the other side of the country, crossing the continental United States on a skateboard. Congratulations, John Underhill. Mr. Thunderhill. What a legendary accomplishment. Can't believe I rode a bicycle from San Diego to New York City. It's just like nuts. And I'm hyped. And my other bike, Dusty, right now, it's ridiculous. That thing is a hazard beyond all degrees. However, I'm going to ride it and we're going to do some tricks on it and it's going to be fun. maybe see some old homies. I just want to get some air. Tabletop. It sounds freaking sick. And do a feeble grind. Just go out there and start spinning. I like spinning. Oh man. Shout out to my dad. He's still passed away, but this was so if you hold it left-handed, you can see the cool logo. It's a left-handed drum set. And I like it a lot. So coffee. Good old fashioned black coffee. Went out and got a little re-up for this episode, and now we're good to go. I'll have a little extra for the morning and get a nice little start on the day. Go see my boy. I haven't seen John in like 50, 60 days. Oh my goodness, that boy has just been skating. I left after he started. Like, let's see, if I was on he was on day 72. That means I left on his day 37, I believe. So I was watching all of his videos up until launch point, and they were so inspirational. I was like, dude, I love this. Amazing. I have to meet this fella. Uh, we met, and then I just kept going, and I started going pretty fast. Started getting some big miles in if I just did the work and had to like wake up and actually just done. By the end, I wanted to be done so bad. I just wanted to go home. It was just keep getting there. Every time you do a pedal, bro, you're like that much closer. Just keep going. Just go. You're gonna get there. You're gonna do it. You just have to believe. Just like you gotta believe. And we got it done. And I thought about maybe like staying out there longer in hindsight, but in the moment, I just wanted to go home so bad. I just wanted to lay in my bed for like a couple days, and that couple days turned into like 2 weeks. But I do feel like I'm getting back together. You know, a lot of like the pieces of my brain that were scattered along that expedition. So, it's good to be a person. It's good to be here, guys. Cheers. There's a plane up overhead. You know what that means? Rag and roll. God bless. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy. I think I moved my camera slightly. That's okay. I really wish there were more questions coming in the chat, but just 2 so far. That's okay. I'm Seabass, and we're out here, buddy. We're really doing this by golly. I might call this around the 40-minute marker or something. Let's see what's going on. Do I have any up? Trying to figure out lockdown date on this Woodward West appearance. Because I might stop by twice this summer in August, which would be super cool. I just pick one and just go with if anything, I'd probably just do the show with Rick. I'll be doing a comedy show during Adult Week in August, so that'll be super, super cool. And then potentially let's just, oh, I was supposed to text this to Jason, so let's do some research real quick. We're looking up plane stuff. There's a show in Toronto. It's like Jam. Then there's going to be a comedy show that night. And my buddy in Austin, Mr. Jason Rouse, said he could potentially help me on this thingamajiggy. I am so bad at this. It's definitely not my strong suit right now. Fly. 28th. No, I'll just say 29th. Search flights. Searching flights. How much does it cost to go from San Diego to Toronto? And then come back 2 days later. Cheapest $387. That's pretty good. $357, $333. Oh wow, this is like $295. Oh snap! Shout out to Skyscanner for fucking getting this done. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there's found a $300 flight. Okay, so we might be going to Toronto. That's then as far as June goes, I don't know if I have any like big June dates. My brother's getting married at the end of the month. Congratulations to D'Artagnan. There is a little bit of family turmoil going on right now, but we'll get past it. We always have. It's not even like my beef. It's just it's like the whole pentagon of our family is just kind of like a little jingle jangled right now. So my mom was not able to attend the wedding, and my little brother Max won't be able to attend the wedding. But I am able to, and Czar is able to, so we'll both be there to show support. I wasn't able to make Czar's graduation. He graduated from high school. Just like cut it way too close for time. I had this issue with my tire, and I was very thankful they had a live stream of the graduation, so I could be here and I got to watch the whole thing, and I was so proud of him. So congratulations to my graduating high school. Uh, so nuts. And my same brother who's getting married, he just got his master's degree. Like it's so cool. I'm so proud. And Max got a job as a counselor, and he's going to be, if I was like, he already has. He changed my life. Like one of the strongest kids I've ever known my entire life. And we spent 10 years on a documentary that he's the star of. So that should be coming out soon. Um, oh my gosh, Czar, my baby brother turns 18 in 4 days. Oh my goodness. I remember the day he was born. I was at my friend Randy's house in Bethel, Connecticut, and I got a call from my mom. It was a voicemail. We were playing Halo or something, and it said, Sebastian, you have a brand new baby brother. And he's the little one. There's four of us, and I'm the oldest, and he's the youngest. And it's like, oh my gosh, he'll be 18 years old. My mom always told me you can't drop the documentary until Zara's 18. So it's like, wow, cool. I'm in the clear. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm really excited. Some big things coming. I just got to figure out how to network and talk to the right people. Excuse me. Maybe I could I got on Netflix once. Who's to say I couldn't get my on there? That was kind of the dream when I first started submitting it to movie festivals and stuff. I spent 10 years on this thing. I worked really hard. You ever seen Boyhood? It's the only other movie like Boyhood I've ever heard of in my whole life. But it's like Max starts off in the movie when he's 10, either 9 or 10 years old. There's footage for filming. It ends with him at 19 years. You get a 10-year perspective of this young man. It's not like a fake movie. Boyhood is this really cool film that they wrote, and it has like a script uh, and a development team and stuff. Just some nitty gritty guerrilla raw footage. And I spent years editing it, collecting it, doing every single job you see in a movie title sequence or a sequence. I did that job. I was the sound designer. I was the guy who scored it. I was the PA who brought me coffee. I was the director. I had to narrate everything. I subtitled it. I edited every single piece by bit, then edited the final chunks. Just so many different things went into that project, and it's literally sitting dormantly in a hard drive. It's like, what are you doing here, dude? You got this amazing, amazing thing you created. So I just wanted that out. I might put it on YouTube soon, maybe after the BMX videos. I don't really know. I could submit it to the circuit again, but it costs money just to submit movie. It costs actual money. It's like applying for college, where you send your film to all these different screening publications, and you got to pay them like anywhere from 10 to $100. And if they don't like it, then they're like, "Well, thanks." And that's why it's hard to make it as an artist these days. That term, starving artist, like there are points where you're faced with this critical decision, like, are you going to spend money on your art, or are you going to eat? Um, they believe in it hard enough, you're going to go for that art. That's what I did. I thought I would get Kill Tony so much. I believed in it so heavily. I was like, I will detour 600 miles out of my way, Austin, to hopefully get there in time. If I made it to Austin with 3 hours to spare until signups ended. So it's like, if one day went 3 hours shorter without putting in that work, I would have missed signups. So it was some cosmic manifest destiny, carpe diem, just ethereal, universal, everlasting nonsense. And I'm full to be a part of it. God bless America. Rock and roll. That was definitely such a phenomenon. Can't believe I got to experience it firsthand. That was sick. And honestly, yeah, that's about it. So I don't really know what's coming up, but stay tuned. Check out my Instagram, Seabass Jokes. Same with TikTok, Seabass Jokes. You are right here on my YouTube channel at Galactic Seabass. This was episode 97 of the Galactic Seabass Podcast. And I'm Sebastian Seabass Fowler, your host now, forever, and always. And I want to say thank you so much for being here today. It really means a lot. God bless you. Couldn't do this without you. We're really here. We're together. We're like little internet family, and we're slowly growing. I'm happy to be home and know that my boys are safe, and got to play some catch just now with my dog, and my cat's been eating tuna fish, and he's a happy boy. So it's good to be fixed my bicycle, so I'm going to go ride it. I'm feeling pretty inspired. Um, thanks for all the support. Thanks for tuning in to everybody in the live chat. Appreciate you, Zanky. Thank you, Dark Hills. Thank you to all my viewers out there, everybody tuning in. I hope you're excited for what's to come. There's a lot of beautiful, big creations I've got in my crazy little noggin, so I'm ready to let those demons out. They're really more like angels. I'm gonna let those angels out. I like that a lot. That's fun. I'm keeping that. You can quote it from me right here on the episode. Okay, that's about it. I don't really know if I have anything else left. I love my mom. I love my brothers. I love my dad. I miss my rest in peace. I was very grateful I was able to spend some time with him at his grave. Went to go visit, and also rest in peace to my grandma and my grandpa, who are also buried in that same cemetery in Stamford, Connecticut. I never got an Uber from a cemetery before. That was definitely interesting. I had an Uber. It was an XL Uber just for me, because I had this big bike box. So just me and like an Escalade. It was the most Tom Cruise feeling I ever pulled up to the airport. So that was tight. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I'm Seabass. God bless you. Best of luck in all your endeavors, my friends. And I just want to say thank you for tuning into this wild little creation. There's many more creations on my channel. Go check them out. Plenty of videos streaming. Andy, you want to hear and say something? You want to say hello? Come here, buddy. You want to say goodbye to the people? This was a bad idea because I have to sit in my lap. It'll make it just so hard to get up. This is Andy. He's the big brother, and Ollie's asleep. He's on the bed. But I love my little guys very much, and I love you. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to the Galactic Seabass Podcast, episode 7. That's this one right here. And that's a plane flying overhead. So one more chance, everybody. Thanks for being here. God bless you. God bless America. Rock and roll. I love you. And I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week. Just all the great things. Hope all the great things find their way to you. And with that being said, I think that's going to conclude this episode. And I'll catch you again next Thursday. Rock and roll. I'm Seabass, and this was a podcast. I have to say. And transmission.